I'm James. I'm an adjunct professor in political science here in Omaha. We're addressing the idea of homelessness down in Omaha here and across the Midwest. My experiences in the past both deal with homelessness here in Omaha, but as well as on the coast in cities like San Diego, where you've got a separate culture of homelessness, kind of a duality. You've got the young people who have just chosen not to participate in society. You've got the older individuals or the other individuals who don't have the capability, the wherewithal to support themselves, to enact with society. Whereas in Omaha, we pretty much just see the one side of it, the heavy addiction, the lack of support system or non-engagement with support systems. And so the Stevens Center would be one place where the homeless go, and we've done donations for them in the form of food, and you get to see in a Francis house. The difference between the two would be that one is a dry center where they won't accept anyone using drugs and alcohol, nor are they certainly permitted on premises, whereas at the Santa Francis house, of course, they don't prefer them to be there, but they will accept anyone in off the street, which I still, sounds rough, but it's kind of a necessary evil, otherwise they have nowhere to go. It's frustrating because I think a lot of people feel disenchanted. They just don't know how to assist these people. You can buy them a meal once in a while, as opposed to giving them money, but neither of those things really addresses the root of the problem. No individual is going to take those people into their homes. We have our moral, cultural backgrounds, and whether Judeo-Christian ethic or even Eastern philosophies, we all kind of share a concept of wanting to help the homeless because of that basic concept of human dignity. But I think in these scenarios, we're dealing with sometimes dangerous people, erratic people. Maybe not inherently dangerous, but because of drug addiction or drug use, they become violent. We've certainly seen that down on certain streets in South Omaha where we've had to deal directly with these individuals. They oftentimes refuse the police assistance to take them to a shelter because they know that the drug policy there is not going to gel with their current state. As it stands now, I think the only thing we can really do is hope and encourage more people to donate to the places that are even trying to work with the homeless. And the other side of that story, the other side of that coin is legislation. We have to change the way we view mental health and change the way that we deal with the homeless, because as it stands now, it's a growing population, not a shrinking one. I think across the entire country, we probably can see increasing numbers of panhandlers. Certainly we have that here in Omaha. And when I was in San Diego, it was kind of this funny, or I suppose not funny, but dark, humorous conflict between individuals like myself who had taken out student loans to attend, school, and then you had these kids on the street during the Occupy Wall Street movement, and there was this direct ideological clash, if not sometimes, physical ones. These kids were asking for money and begging and talking about how the system is broken. Well, the system may be broken for their preference, but to ask me for money after I was in such massive debt was certainly frustrating. So you can't really speak to those individuals other than to say, you have your constitutional right to live your life as you choose, as long as you're not hurting anyone. But I think the deeper problem are those individuals that simply can't, on their own, facilitate a connection with the economy and with society at large. And I think that's where we have to, again, come back to the idea of legislation that needs to be moved forward to increase the number of facilities, although at a certain point, the more roads you build, the more cars fill it up. The other side of that is mental health screening, mental health care, inpatient, outpatient. Obviously, I'm only a political science professor, so I can only make general recommendations. The professionals would have to give us a better idea of what kind of things would really be needed, what changes in the structure of the system do we really need to make. Yeah.